I designed a workout tracking app that allows you to see all of your workouts routes on one map, whether they be cycles, runs or walks or anything else. So if we click on MyMap in the center of the screen, that takes us to a big map which zooms in straight on us in Eton, and straight out of the bag you can see that it's a map that you can interact with and walk around, so that's the Apple Maps functionality, but I've also added the scale at the top left and then the tracker at the top right, which allows you to orient just like that onto north. And then the button at the top right of the screen, the world, takes us to a satellite map and back again. And then the arrow, just like Apple Maps, points in the direction that we're facing so we can turn left and right. Now on the workout side, if you click on this little person, this brings up a workouts detail view. So you can choose which workouts are going to be shown on your map, and I want all of them, which as we can see there is 117. So all of these workouts for my app are loaded from the health store. So I've had to interact with the health store, and while we were playing around with the map, it was loading all of the workouts from the health store onto the app and working out which ones are longer than others, all of the dates and that kind of thing, and creating an array of workout objects so that now when I click on done, we can see, if we zoom out, there are all of my workout routes around Eton. So you can see that they're colour coded, and we'll get to the colours in a little bit, but if I keep on zooming out, these are all of my walks. If we zoom over here, this is the running up to Dorney Lake for rowing, and then if we zoom out even more, we can see all of the walks and runs I've done over the last 3 years around my house being in the centre there somewhere. So if we click back on that man at the top right, we can do a couple of things. Firstly, if we want to see specific routes first, we can click on the sort, and that takes us to this page. We can sort by the longest distance, so that now when I click on done, we have this page which highlights in orange this selected workout, and this is the furthest route that I've ever done. You can see at the bottom left, the bottom of the page, we've now got the time that that workout took, and also the distance right at the bottom of the screen. And because we sorted it by the longest distance, if I now click on this right arrow at the bottom of the screen, we now focus in on the next longest, which is 30 kilometres. And it then zooms over here to the next longest, 29. And for all of these, if you click on the bar at the bottom of the screen, so just on the distance, that'll then take up a workout detail view just for that particular workout. So we can see this one was walking, it was on the 8th of May, and all of the nice things such as the calories. So that's really nice. Another thing we can do is click on the search icon on the right hand side, and if we drag the map around until we get to the route that we want, the little circle in the middle is our pointer, so that when we now press on that pointer, it selects that workout and all of the others disappear, so that we can just focus on that one if we really want to. And if we then click the arrow in the bottom right again to continue going to shorter and shorter routes, you can see it continue panning. It's just all of the other workouts are now not shown, it's just the one that we want. So we can now continue to pan to all of those other routes that we want. And that one all the way in Suffolk and back to Tilford. And then if we click on the cross again, they all reappear. So if we click on the man again, one more thing that we can do is we can filter the workouts that we see. And if I filter them by type and then turn on the filter by type, you can see this is where the colours come in. So all of those colours are colour coded to these types. So the green ones are walks, the red ones on the map are runs. So I only want to see my cycle rides. So I'm going to take all of those out and go back to workouts. And you can see now the filter, now that it's on, is just showing cycles there. And I want the distance to be longer than 3 kilometres. So I'm going to come out, and there we go, it's greater than 3 kilometres, as we can see there. One more thing, I'm going to change the date that I want it to be, and I only want to see workouts since, well, let's go with 2 birthdays ago. 8th of June 2019. Now we zoom out and we can see that there are actually 13 workouts at the top right of the screen, 13 workouts that fit those filters. And if we click on done, these are those workouts. And you can see that one that was already selected. There's a little thing. The one that was already selected is in orange, but we can filter through each of those blue ones just like we did before, but just on the filtered workouts. Now, that's the kind of showing previous workouts inside of the app, and we can click the left-hand arrow just in case you're wondering to go back to the longer ones. Now there's a recording side, so you've probably seen the nice record button at the bottom of the screen. If I tap on that, bring up a clarification to see what kind of workout I want to record, and I definitely want to record a walk because I'm not going to be going too far here. And we zoom back to Eton, away from home, and you can see that the workout has started. And if I zoom in to where I am now and move my phone slightly, let's hope the GPS picks up a little bit of movement. There we can see a purple line now drawing our route, and the time at the bottom is counting up. The distance is increasing. The distance is just going up as well as the time, and we can pause it and move about a little bit, and then when we restart and start moving again, it picks up in a new place. So you can't see much there because I'm limited by connecting to my computer. But if we now click the stop button, we can confirm to finish the workout, and there it is. So that's a brief summary of all of the features of my app. I'm just going to turn off each of these filters again, just so that we can see all of them on one map. And there is my map. I hope you enjoyed.